And welcome back on into ECL tonight. We're gonna starting off with a little bit of tech pause as we're waiting for Reason to join along. But I think as we're kind of getting the later end of the season, and there's some fun things going on. Me and Cole were just talking about in the green room just about like last weekend's Mustache Masters being hosted on Face It, of course. But yeah, there's been a lot going on in the scene.
Yeah, pretty busy weekend last week. It was a lot of fun. We got to I think again we raised $16,000 and they eventually hit their goal of like 100K over the last 5 years. So that was their big goal. They ended up just accomplishing that, which I think is super cool. And I think a lot of impact teams were making it out there as
Yeah.
well. The recent signed nouns were called, I think, Tsunami Sirens were there, and then
No, I think they were category Cat 5.
oh yeah, Category 5. They ended up playing Tsunami Sirens at one point, and then there's also Flag Quest Red, of course, playing out there. So this is really cool. It's a fun event, fun weekend.
I was in there. I was fighting down to the
Yes,
trenches.
Gaming.
Yes, Gaming was hunting for their first win. Did they get it? Absolutely not.
Close.
Hi, guys. I'm fine. Joe, my Colt X McHenry has taken away Anubis. His pick of reason here, and the setup's proper, and BT dropping a triple kill to kick this one off. This is looking to be his map. It's looking to be Reason series. We're kind of assembling the prayer circle for them to kick this one off, and, well, they'll pick up the pistol.
Wow, yeah, and what a way to start things off right there. Just immediately finding a nice little 3K. Definitely the right man for the job there. B on the B site, locking in some nice little multis. And he goes right on into the auto shot. I guess why not, right? Let's see what he's got cooked up for us for this opening phase here. It kind of hints at heading in towards that mid side. I'll be interested to see. That's one of my favorite signature moves there, is get that auto shotty round 2, lock it in towards middle. And he has the same idea, so I think it's pro certified.
The auto shot is just absolutely changing it. I don't really know what makes it better in 2. Well, I guess I'll find out. Okay. What is this gun? I mean, it's the prime way to say you are not winning this eco round. Like, you just can't.
That is a statement right there. Out of the gates. Wow. What a start right there from B-Heat.
Sniper shot.
Just don't get any better.
Yeah. Oh. No, helped up by Grape. Mello would have gone down. And now if he had the auto shot, he would have been an instant guarantee. No chance. Emiya in trouble. As the auto shot, he knows no prisoner. Merciless here, trying to extend the range. And the auto shot, he's gonna get it from across T-spawn. Let's go.
How it is... I don't know what it is either. I think it maybe got like a damage increase or something like that. It's pretty absurd right now. Like, playing it on Nuke kind of feels like any map really, but on Nuke, we got like schooled by Hiko. He made a whole YouTube video about it. I know I talk about it a lot, but it's hilarious because he was just like showcasing how broken the gun was, and it ended up just smurfing on us like heavy. And so, yeah, it's a wild gun, and right there, he's gonna keep it for the bonus. In fact, this is a pretty big bonus when you look at everyone's purchase. See that pretty cool smoke coming in from T-spawn. Peaks rolling out. There's one A1S down, and they're looking to make sure that they keep the other. So Ajax isn't gonna fight forward any further.
Oh, and it's a bit messy over towards A main as well. Emiya is going to drop Mello. 2 nades go back and forth, though, and that's an excellent double. A third found by Beaky across the map as well. Of course, the auto shotty. And now it's a 2 versus 3. Weird situation here for Rocket.
Yeah, very awkward right now. News trying to push it up on forward there. Dane right around the corner.
Actually giving some space back over, though, to Reason. Hey, Joris is alone here on the A site, and being pincered by 2 players is not the spot you want to be. Dane is just going to tuck away towards Heaven as the one safe position here on the site. 100% news clears this, right? Well, the MP9 is not the weapon for the job, unfortunately. Has to try and jiggle peek, survive. And I mean, he did all that he could. News down to 10 HP. And a 2 versus 2 here. on the cards. But we have Ajax advancing already. And you wonder, can that barrel for News actually get spotted? Doesn't seem like it, as taking the aggressive control now. But look at this patience paying here for Ajax. Now down below, Emiya. Torn between different angles, but takes the fight to the first and the second, and we'll get a clutch here for Rocket.
It's really well isolated right there coming through from Emiya there. Droid, whatever his name is on Face It. Yeah, great isolation of those duels right there. Finding it in heaven, finding that initial fight towards main, though, just knowing that he can take that isolated duel and then winning it out and then immediately, being composed enough to spin in time right there. It's very tough to do, but he makes it look easy. And that was necessary, right? Because that's a 5v3 on a bonus that they needed to convert.
Yeah, flew over my head there that Droid is in the server. I'm like, yeah, I forgot. He goes by multiple different names here, Face It and the likes, so. Droid and his squad. But yeah, Mustache Masters was certified fun. I'll say that.
Grand
Catch Get Right and Stewie playing down there just a couple hours ago. Or actually wrapped up a couple minutes ago, all things said.
That's a good time. Fun to see that. I'm gonna walk into a pretty open A side. I feel like this might just be a 5-man save. Yeah, they're trying to make it through, but now that kill comes on in, I don't know. It's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Make it a double for R2D2. The trade does come through here, but maybe a chance as they find him through smoke. There's an opportunity to open this up.
Yeah, but Melon needs to find this kill onto a left, and just outside the scope, a left is going to advance forward and get spotted, but a missed shot. At least a trade, though, that comes through from Great, but time is really ticking here. Kills need to come through, and quick, around these smokes. Droid just could be a beast here, and you realize, yeah, we can't close this one out. Get the defuse and all of that without these kits, so it's going to be a save, and a second round here for Rocket. Still some chances given back and forth here as Ajax can't stop finding these multis.
Yeah, super impressive so far. Finding a couple nice multi-kills. That one not impactful enough to win the round, but it feels like he's keeping them in these rounds in a pretty cool fashion. Unfortunately, some of the starts that they've been putting themselves in have not been good enough to close out in these late round situations, so they've got to maybe build these foundations early in those rounds, find those opening picks as opposed to trying to recover it in the late rounds, and they'll have a real winning formula. There's an up shot just missed by Mello. Almost has that.
Yeah, still very prevalent in the server. Rocket are a little too lazy, a little too isolated. That op can prosper, and it might do so here. Grape Giggle peeking here with Marcus, and well, somehow Grape doesn't even take any damage in that double exchange. Now the off gets on the angle as well. And Nero could be in some trouble behind the smoke. 3 players. Molly, though, to the platform will force Ajax off of this at a minimum, but 2 USPs around the corner, and they go flawless. Guns retrieved as well. This is a problem here now for Rocket.
They're going to panic back into this op as well if they want to head that way. They aren't panicking, actually, which is impressive. They are pretty stable. And now they got News here taking deep mid control. He could be a game changer in this round at the moment, as the end goal does seem to be heading in towards this A side.
Oh, dangerous. So does he lose out on the timing? Does he get the better end? He does. He's aware of the possibility. News plastered. 2 versus 5 on the way. Droid and Marcus to make their way through A main, but now 25 seconds. I mean, you just don't want to challenge that smoke. You just can't challenge that smoke with 2 players holding it. And we're going to see an advanced save here out of Rocket. Here we have it. Full USPs and saved rifles. My favorite kind of round.
Couldn't have gone any better as well. I mean, just that smoke fade alone, just watching that take place there. Ajax being able to bait 2 pistols, but then the pistols even find the kill as well. Like, just a dream situation. And then Dane, without armor, if he takes that duel head-on versus News, he's going to lose it 9 times out of 10. But if he catches a timing on an off angle like he just did right there in that round, he's going to win that every day of the week. All he has to do is line up the headshot and a really well-placed positioned round there coming through from Reason. That's all about what I had just mentioned here, which is setting up those foundations early, making sure that you're not the one that's falling into the deficit. And they're able to accomplish that on a pretty big eco. And they get themselves a bunch of AKs to upgrade onto as well.
CT side of Anubis is the place you want to be. It is pretty cool here for a reason. I don't think they initially intended to really pick Anubis a lot this season, but they just happened to get a lot of their wins on it later down the line. To be honest, Take Flight picked it into them, and then they beat them on the map 13-8, and, well, they ended up losing the series. As, well, considering the 2-11 scoreline, they've only got one real tangible win underneath their belt, but their map wins have actually come down here on Anubis and the Ancients. Like, if there's anything to be said here for Reason, it's here. It is here on Anubis. It's here in this series. Reason prayer circle.
Keep it coming. Again, this is a roster.
I was keep
super
the
excited.
cope flowing.
I mean, yeah, I was always really excited for these players, right? Dane's been a history member in ECL there. Same with Grape. And even before that, had some really storied players at one point. So, saw a lot of potential in this roster. Maybe didn't live up to it necessarily, but hey, they're starting to build back into things here, slowly but surely. Maybe they can do so with Anubis, as they have to deal up with this big mid play here, combined with Ajax. Another kill out of him. He's got to start off the opening proceedings and get out of dodge very healthy.
Yeah. All right. Oh, but a flash is good. Droid and the Tech 9 of News opening up, but Dangerous is here to provide the safety net. 2 more rifles, though, remain. The saved ones from Droid and Marcus. Let's see what they can do here.
Very explosive mid take right there, rolling on out for Rocket. Able to take some good space there, get in their face quickly. Great flash setup coming through from Droid. They still have to get past Dane here, and he didn't take too much HP.
Footsteps have to be heard, right? Dane has to hear this thunder stomping, but he knows the flash is in middle, but Marcus wins the duel. Both players' positions certainly know. This duel, though, from Marcus is massive. Drops in the 1v1, Grape, he just has to push through. You gotta hit this shot. He does, absolutely. Now a 1 versus 1. Has to try and find this angle, though, from Droid. The jiggle peek is good. Gotta get your gun out, though, and he does! He lands the headshot in the 1v2. Off retreat and a defuse.
Grape's very, very good with those headshots right there, but that was a tough recovery of that aim. Gets his HE out to try and do a little bit of extra damage. But that headshot will do just nicely right there, and Grape, it felt like a good position to be in for Reason. Turns into a 2v1 that he has to save, and boy, does he save it right there. Diving through that smoke. Fantastic work from Grape. That's going to give Reason even more foundation.
Putting a different definition of what a save is there. Absolutely saving the round. Running through the smoke. You're smoked out in a 1v2. You know, you're very far away from the bomb. That is a serious consideration, but I like the confidence here. It honestly shows that Reason, they're not out of it mentally.
A lot of confidence right there rolling out from Grape. Fantastic clutch. A play rather, coming in quickly, though.
Source is out of there. So Rocket, just as a courtesy of the call here, might just get this site for free. But Dangerous playing around these smokes in a very risky position somehow. Well, now he will go down standing inside of the smoke. I mean, if there's a smoke out there in the middle of the open, something's got to be going on with it.
Yeah, not just thrown in there for fun. Definitely aware of that possibility, and that seems to be a pretty tough recovery opportunity here. Ajax is going to move forward very fast on this flank.
Yeah, but we have Marcus up top on the plat. Awkward angle for him, though, as he's out in the open, but players start to drop here for Reason. HP as well, but Mello can find both of them, potentially. Nero's up top and armorless, but the defuse, it needs to start now. Mello, can he cover? Is there time?
No time.
Oh, there isn't. It didn't matter. No one survives.
Oh, wow. He knew there wasn't any time as well. You can see him like, I'm not concerned at all. That guy's defusing it. It took him a little while to find the bomb. If you kind of notice right there on this on the minimap, they were kind of shuffling on the site. A little bit awkward right there. And for me, that's the reason just not giving any resource towards that A-bomb site. Dane, you could see, was he going to go in? Was he going to go out? Didn't really have the right decision. And so his desperate attempt was to try and sit inside of his smoke right there because he was constantly getting flashed. That execution power from Rocket, very valuable. And a tough give up right there considering the success that they've had. And the closeness of these rounds here. Like Grape closing out that 1v2 clutch is great. But then if you lose the next round, your money's going to be locked out.
Makes you wonder. I think Grape, I mean, surely you would... Now, if I'm feeling devious, I'd drop over an op. And then Mello could drop you in the next round if he full ecos. But, no. Grape got a full eco on $5,700. I guess Beaky needs a purchase for the next round, so it's fair enough at the end. But I'm just thinking of the ways you can get wacky with it. Don't mind me.
Yeah, I mean, I always like the purchasing. Rolling on now. You know I like a good force buy, but I like it in particular when it comes on to these ecos. Where you have, like a round that Recent has already won. They've already won a round where they've had a couple rifles and some pistols to back it up. So, you know, maybe you try and replicate that success. Right now, it seems like a little bit of a tough ask here with all this map control they're taken out by Rocket.
Yeah, Aleph is just going to wrap up this site with a MAC-10. Bunch of armorless pistols around. I don't need to reload. We have 20 bullets left in the mag. And, well, maybe he needed them. He'll take down 2 and Troy to finish off the last as the anti-eco goes just about as expected. But Reason, honestly, with the full eco, are not even in a bad financial position. Great picks up an A1. Hold on, sells that back. Think about it twice. We're probably dropping over an op here, or Mello's going to buy the op, and Beaky will get a full rifle. So, okay, Reason putting on some threat here with an AWP in play.
All right, we'll see what they can do here with that AWP. Had some really good attempts there in that retake. Was able to do some good work. This time they're going to actually send him over towards this A side. It's maybe a quick solution to some of the early A pressure that's been provided on the side of Rocket. Not a bad idea. And Neo has an op of his own looking to work these angles right now. Grape just taking some test shots right around that smoke here. And I think Nero might be setting up LF to try and maybe make a move here past this smoke, as you can see with his forward angle.
Yeah, smoke fades. Molly's going to go deep to stop any retakes or clear out the close corner. Uff really wants that duel despite only being on the MAC-10, but now Marcus starts to close off some extra angles as well. Jiggle peek from Ajax spotted and deleted. Punished for that, and another jiggle peek. Grape playing his hand. Marcus seems prepared for the new angles. The taps are good. Both B defenders down, and Beaky can't handle the triple swing. This round's done. This is a save. And also News is in middle.
Maybe a chance to find these exits. Oh, it takes down the op. That's exactly what you want right there. Dropping the expensive weaponry and walking away with a smile on your face. Dane has 2 for his own, but he's sticking around to fall as well. Nero will be able to claim that last kill. And they're going to move forward with 5 rounds here already on this T side. And again, it's right back to that economic trouble there. Rocket, very explosive, so effective at taking that map control.
Yeah, I think just simply better on certain angles. Like Marcus just going in on B main. And once you get these established angles, I mean, it's always this like paradox of Anubis where like the angles look so absolutely broken on that B side. Like headshot angles everywhere, but it feels like the team somehow find an advantage. Crossfires set up here. Now, fully established. For just a moment, I thought Aleph was going to go for cleanup, but instead it's a 3v3. Guns retrieved.
They got a player in Temple right now, which is a bit interesting here. Maybe making a little bit of a flank on towards middle, but they don't seem like super unaware of that. Still, though, Nero, very sharp with the op. He's going to make sure that things don't get it too far out of control and comfortable mosey their way on in towards an A side play. And again, probably best case scenario here is that Reason will walk away with these 2 rifles. Maybe find an extra exit as the icing on the cake, but I don't think they'll go for an attempt here at the end of the day.
Yeah, economy at the end of it is not going to matter, though, too much here for Rocket. Of course, they're rolling in it with what is now going to be 3 in a row. Likely to hold on to it. Yeah, I mean, that's just MR12 in a nutshell. The economy gets broken here for a reason, and they get at least one good purchase, one good attempt, and they weren't able to win it. Now, this angle, Grape is actually going to win it on the fight. Hits him with the crouch swing. And, oh, don't want to swing that. Just go ahead and hide, hold on to the AK, and pray. And he will. So, just unfortunate here that Reason kind of had their economy broken after that Grape 1 versus 2. Well, this could have been a very different half, all things said. I mean, losing to the pistols. That's what's going to break you.
They're going to get a couple gun rounds in, but like you said, it can be pretty brutal here. I think on this CT side in particular of Anubis, because of how effective teams can take this map control, how hard you have to fight for it. If things do start to go wrong here, they can go really wrong quick. And that's what we've seen here, is that Rocket have been able to establish a lot of this control so far. Manufacture so much success over towards E-Box. Like you said, Marcus doing some excellent work here with the fights. Look how confident he is right now in these duels.
I mean, shifting between these different angles. Yeah, but now finally mollied out, and yeah, his shenanigans towards A main has finally been attended to. He'll go down without a single point of damage.
Yeah, that's a bit of a concern right there, because he was actually causing so much of a distraction here. So much resources drawn in towards his location right there. They didn't really establish much control elsewhere here. You're seeing a mid-crawl finally, but even now, Mello is here to recover that with an A1S, although he did flash himself, and he does have to hold his ground.
Yeah, Mello. I mean, this headshot angle, again, looks great. Oh, but now that he's been spotted, oh, he's going to get destroyed. Yeah, on the spot. News, crosshair, one position, one left click, he's gone. Now 4-on-4, the crunch. Thinking about beginning here, but Nero finds kills elsewhere, doesn't matter. Nade breaks the smoke, but Beaky, though, they weren't ready for him. He lines up a double, and Grape's got the flank down. It's down to Droid. He makes it a 1 versus 1, but does not have bomb control in only 30 seconds. It's a race.
A lot of noise being made here. Flash, though, thrown out from Beak. He's blinded himself. He needs to find this last kill.
Droid, he knows. He does, absolutely. Crosshair in the perfect position. Beaky deleted. Droid picks up a 1v2. Clutches go back and forth.
Man, oh man, Droid, what a clutch right there. Rolling out the quick headshots. Perfect crosshair placement to finish the job, and couldn't ask for a better finish right there. Rocket, they lost one of their prongs of approach due to that B flank coming through from Reason, and it was a really well put together round. Sure, maybe they lost control of mid, but that B aggression that came through late towards E-Box, that should have been enough to convert the round. It really should have been. But Droid able to close out in the clutch, delivering Rocket even further foundations here on their T side. It's a fantastic way to look to finish a job right now. And fortunately for the side of Reason, they will actually be able to bring out some entertainment to this this last round. They will be bringing in quite a bit, but still, we would have liked to close out that last one.
Yeah, it's again, it's just the round counts that really matters here. We're gonna see what I mean. If the trend continues, Rocket up to an 8-4 half. But I think getting a little ahead of themselves here on the Rocket side. We saw that split. 2 players go through camera while the rest of the team was hanging outside A main without that kind of control. Just fortunately bailed out. This time around, though, Mello's going to post up here. And I don't think Rocket were expecting an op on the play. And then Ajax takes steps forward. A very dominant start here for Reason.
Great kickoff right there. Mello with the op. Just posted up. Now has a chance to find more, though. Pete coming in from News. You know he's quick.
Oh, no, but those bricks are sturdy. Well built, those Egyptians. And now, News, I mean, just trying to bait out the op swing. He does, but Mello, he can't hit the shot on the angle either. News, ain't no way, right? The bomb is down in T-spawn. Ajax ran through B main to drop that. So, the one thing that News has to work with here is time.
You know what they say, never say ain't no way.
Who said that exactly?
Michael Scott, I feel.
Ah, I see. Legendary tactician, I know.
It's got a nice little fight here rolling on up.
Oh, he's nailing a timing right now. Nailing the timing. Oh my goodness, this is not real. All right, so he's in a 1 versus 2, and he has a smoke to extinguish this molly. He will get access to the bomb in 20 seconds to think about this. You just... Oh, man. He might have had time to run to the A side if he went through middle, but now he has to charge into a B site with 2 players holding long-range angles. This just does not feel realistic. He'll go for the plant, and he's going to get domed. And that, I think, folks, is going to be the end of this half. 7-5 quickly here. Reason trying to start comeback. A bit of a distasteful half here for Reason as they're trying to kick off a little bit of a comeback. That's an allusion to what we were just talking about during the break. I'll let you guys imagine what we were trying to talk. Why would you do that just before? Why would you talk about something so disgusting before the break? Anyways, back in the game. Pistol round here as news. I mean, this is his home territory. Those 2 pistols, those dual Berettas. That's what he wants every single round. And he gets a double with it. Can he get anything more, though? Can the rest of his team follow up? It's looking like it. Nero does get 1, but Ajax can't finish the kill, and now it's only just Ajax. Oh, it's messy to start here for Reason.
He's got the double guns here. Maybe he can get some jobs done. Chased down by the first, so he's going to get quick kills rolling on out, and he has a chance on a Nero.
Hold on. 1 bullet remaining. Got to pull up the reload. No, he's got 30. 15 on each gun for only 3 players. Some would call it overkill. Maybe he needs them all. And can he get the first? No, we just cannot hit Nero. This guy's immortal. Fought like 3 players and survived them all. Rocket with the pistol.
Just can't seem to find them right there. Dodging bullets like it's the Matrix. Dodging those sweet, sweet shots there. Not a bad start from Rocket. Yeah, it was interesting that we were talking a little bit about the economy in that first half. Well, starting things off with a pistol win for Reason, and then they got a nice little, full eco to roll up against. Now Rocket have their chance to get that back here and equalize the pressure of the full Glock eco of the pistol rounds. And they're gonna, instead of the auto shotty, rock 4 MP9s. I would have thought maybe they learned their lesson and could use their Reason's tools against them. I saw a P90 at the start of this round from Marcus as well. He folded.
That is probably some of my favorite things about CS2 is that actually like the arsenal of weapons that people pick up are expanding. But Aleph should have been using the auto shotty. May I tell you that he lost a head-to-head versus an armorless Glock.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know how that's a tough loss right there, right? Because he had an MP9, you can jump around that corner. You don't expect the Glock to just blast him like that, but hey, what a start there. Now, there's going to be a full chase on the news.
Oh no, he gets dinked up twice, and eventually will go down, but there is a double rolling out with Nero finding the extra kill, but an open B site. Wait, this is just the plant. This is just a straight up plant. Nero can't stop it. And so, I mean, as we say in the biz, mission accomplished. Better not get knifed. That would not feel that great there for Beaky, but you know what? A bomb plant is probably the most they can ask for here, and we will go ahead and see 9 rounds for Rocket, but Reason have equipped themselves with the tools to start something.
Yeah, just go ahead and, check that off of a full eco list right there, right? Lock in a nice little bomb plant. You gather yourself a little bit of extra economy there. Mello not really too interested in picking up that AWP. Instead gets a full belt of utility here. Who needs it in CS2, right? Really. Not too interested. So, we'll avoid that. Rocket calling in another timeout. He used 2 out of 3, which is a bit interesting. Heading into this bonus round, I think they're putting a little bit of pressure on themselves. They've got 2 MP9s, so I imagine they want to get in their face in a similar fashion to what Reason did on their bonus, but Reason, that aggression did lead them to a quick 3v5, so they want to be a little bit more careful about their approach.
Maybe take a couple steps back. But, if you had the auto shotty, of course, you'd just be able to load slugs in that thing and fire at range. So that's why you should all use the auto shotty.
Get that posted up in E-Box.
Yeah, if you press G while you're holding the auto shotgun, you can switch to slugs. Try it out in game now, guys.
CSGO pro tips and tricks right there.
Yeah. Everyone press G to switch to slugs. It'll, your teammates will love you.
Type quit in console, quit smoking to get rid of smokes as well. But we do have a quick round here. And again, it looked like maybe they're trying to get in their face, but right now it looks like Reason are getting a lot more aggressive, actually. Put it into a quick 3v5 here with 2 opening picks. And again, this bonus is not working wonders. I think... Oh, tough fight there. Ajax actually wins it.
Oh, and in the meantime, though, Grape does miss out on the timing, but since Ajax picked up that fight more towards B main, it just allows so much space on the map here for Reason that they'll waltz into this A site. We could see some knife action in just a moment. Ajax, you... Oh, the awareness? And he hits the headshot to back it up. What a gamer. What a gamer right there.
Yeah, that's that internal clock ticking quite well right there. About the possibility of that flank. News sure going to trade him out, but this is a done deal for a reason. Going to lock themselves in a 6th round, and again, not too scared, right? Because you're playing that round out there. If you're Reason, I think, off the back of a timeout, you've seen a lot of MP9s in that bonus, or in that 2nd round that you got the bomb down, and you're like, yeah, this is going to be a pretty aggressive front, and they meet that with equal and opposite force here. Great awareness from News, though, to find himself a secured save. Very impressive that he just nails that headshot. At least we'll be able to hold on to his gun, doing some extra damage on his way out, and saving that rifle's key, because that's going to give them another chance to purchase here. It's not just a bonus. They get the bonus and a following gun round here, included in which is an AWP and Nero.
Yeah, so still staying strong. News certainly proving that he's an excellent pickup. I mean, we didn't doubt his individual ability being picked up by the roster. The only concern is, how well they're going to gel together. But with Rocket being a pretty fluid team, dare I call it puggy, he can fit in like a glove. There we go. Marcus, this guy, he's going in. He doesn't know when to stop jiggle peeking. This man's just jello. Can't stop moving.
Threw another flash. I thought he was going to peek a third time right there, but no, he's not going to press his luck that many times. Not in his right mind here. Meanwhile, you look at Reason, they're kind of culminating on towards this B side of the map. That is a perfectly placed smoke, though, from the CTs right there. It looked like they were going with some conviction towards that B site. Instead, they
A-main push. There's an A-main push coming through just as they're setting up, but it's actually just a clear here for Rocket. They don't want to continue this push, and that might just cost them here. Double swing destroyed in towards E-Box, and Reason are going to kick off a comeback here.
You know what was interesting right there is they say, hey, everything's clear on this A side, guys. There's not a soul around us. You got to take a lot of risk when you clear all of those A angles, so maybe that's why they never turned the corner. But if you're Rocket and you see that, that means you got to realize where these players are, right? And that is highly likely that they are hovering in that corner in E-box, waiting for that exact play. And then Marcus and Aleph are like, we know where they are. They're not A. Let's just run at them. And that went about as well as you could have expected.
Yeah, just vaporized as they see them. And Reason will make their way up to 7. Like a huge possibility for a comeback. You wonder even if the hunt begins here. It's not looking likely. See how much damage this bomb does. I'm actually curious. Not that much.
It's a pretty small one on Anubis for some reason. Do you hear that noise that is being made?
Yeah, he's jumping on the pots.
Yeah,
it looks like it sounds like a molly. Yeah, I was about to say.
I never knew that. That's interesting. It's the first time
I think those are very recent. Obviously, that comes in with CS2. But I remember reading some patch notes last week and said that Valve added footstep sounds for...
You read the patch notes?
For...
Nerd.
Sorry, Cole, I do.
Nerd.
Stop. No, don't call me a nerd. No. My feelings verifiably hurt. Droid is in some trouble, though. He's facing down 3 players. Has to recover and, well, couldn't recover from the flash fast enough. Dangerous with the swing. A little extension here from Grape. It gets a little interesting. But this is not something that Rocket are even thinking about attempting. They're off to the hills.
Yeah, I could go ahead and call that one. Understandable right there. It's bail. Another save coming through here from Rocket. And you know what? Like, a really good job for Reason. This is the display of confidence. And kind of a reason as to why we've highlighted this team is a roster that has been vastly underperforming this season, but is a roster that I do have some expectations for. They can really deliver once they get the ball moving here. T side, playing a lot of success.
Mellow swing in. Oh man. Can they take the remaining guns away? There is Nero holding the angle with an op, but not even close. And there we go, 8 to 9 here. Reason are starting the gun back. I like the call off spawn, just the rogues rush. That's my strat. Reekson saw me calling that in the pugs. He's like, that's a great idea.
I saw Yes Gaming. They got some overtimes. in Mustache Match. I gotta try that play.
Versus average face at level 7, yeah.
Ooh. Hero, he actually went for an E-box pick right there. Looks like he doesn't have an HE or anything, so I imagine he went for the old blow of the smoke. Yep. Was able to catch Beaky off guard, which is quite nice.
Look, Dane? Oh, Dane's thinking about it. Is Aleph gonna... If he throws this flash, Dane's running through this, right? Or maybe... Yeah, he is. Absolutely. Underneath 2 players. Great play here from Dane Joris to get him established. The Miss Molly kind of adds to the madness, but he's ready. He sees the shadow, but cannot hit the shot on the news. Still doesn't matter. B-site is available here for a reason.
Look at News take that duel right there with so much confidence, flying through the air like that. That is exactly what they need out of him late in this round, but can they retake off the back of it?
See, Nero, though, flying through the smoke, shotgun opping, attempting to at least, He's down, and News annihilated Ajax. Excellent shot at range. Floyd round the corner in a 1v3 and just peeking off the contact there. Fundamentals from Reason. It's 9-all.
Nicely done right there. Well recovered after the News acrobatics right there. But again, a bit interesting to see that op fly in there. No real trade potential is a little bit concerning. I would like to see that better coordinated. I mean, again, if you're taking first contact on the side of News, maybe he didn't want to peek forward because his location was known, his teammates weren't. Either way, I feel like he could have maybe jiggled or something towards E-Box, cleared out some of those positions before his teammates actually had to walk on in like that. And especially with the op kind of running on in, it's a bit concerning right there. It feels like we're seeing a couple of rounds here on the CT side, leading to some communication breakdown from Rocket, which I'm a bit concerned about. That A play from earlier where they cleared out all of the main side of things and the B players just ran in towards E-Box instead of kind of calling in for a stack. And then that round right there where it just seems like there wasn't really that crisp communication that's going to be required to close out this map for them.
Yeah, I think it's just, I've seen in a couple of these rounds that the communication is just awkward for Rocket. Uncoordinated at times, certainly with individual prowess, like News, again, still sitting very pretty out here, but a little bit sleazy on the other fronts for Rocket, while I will say Reason's been playing the better Counter-Strike, but it's gonna get weird. Nero drops down underneath, but great awareness as well. Here's the drop into the water. Melo's got the swing.
Yeah, splishing and splashing right there does him no favors. Definitely gonna get taken care of once that sound cue rolls on out. Grape is very far forward here compared to the rest of his roster. Man, a systematic clear right there of a left. Doesn't have a chance to fire his gun. So I don't think things could really get much better here. They're waiting for re-aggression. They're right in doing so, as that maybe there's some hints at it, but I think soon you're going to see them clear out this B side and just lock it in right now. Take the lead as well for Reason.
That's crazy. I mean, they lost a pistol, a follow-up, and then have won everything else so far this half. 5 rounds straight for the T side of Reason. Like, you can just see the confidence in them. Look, the Reason prayer circle's been working, Cole. They got that dog in them. The winning mentality was just right around the corner, I'm telling you.
Just need a little bit of confidence here to seal some of these rounds on in, and they sure are showing that confidence right now. Some of these off-spawn calls here I absolutely love, but then they also have a little bit of flair with the slowdowns and the slow defaults and the crawls and such. So they got a full stacked game plan here rolling on out, which you can really appreciate on the side of Reason. Of course, they head into their T side on their own map pick, and you expect them to succeed a little bit more, right? But they're looking very good right now. Delivering a lot on this T side. News is going to walk away with a couple exits. Make it a triple. Not too bad at all. And again, the new guy here standing up and standing out. He's got 20 kills to his 12 deaths. He's leading the pack in terms of the entire server now with those 3 exits. But I mean, we knew he was going to be a bit of a solid pickup for this roster. We're going to need to see some of these extra elements here of Rocket start to close things down if they want to win.
Yeah, so I mean, he was definitely the X factor for what was Arrows. That team starts to splinter, however. They get the good elements. Op tags literally go back and forth. Melo gets hit through the wall. Nero gets hit through the wall.
What was that, Molly? Did he think he had an HE out? It had to have been. He just underhanded the Molly.
Did he just underhand a Molly into the smoke?
Yeah. Oh, News. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Does he see the shoulder? Like, if that smoke fades, the shoulder's gonna get spotted. No. Oh, flash over though. Oh, News. He's gonna eat it, but he still wins the fight. Melo though posts on it, and he will finish the job. Problem is, over towards B main, it's getting weird, but an overextension, Melo cannot punish. 3 versus 4 here. Dangerous though was out in the open, was possibly going to take a duel there with Marcus, but for now it's going to head into this A site. Beaky with the bomb. With Dangerous. 3 versus 4, but Nero has the op holding in the line, and again, you just don't know where these remaining players are. Bomb down out in the open. Nero ain't going to miss that one. Flash does not blind the op. And this one is looking like it's a wrap. Or is it? Mellow does get the first, but oh, just could not hit the second. 10-all as Rocket will finally break this loss streak.
Yeah, I mean, interesting right now to note here. Mello comes through from that 7 a.m. project over there with Soul Goat, and my former teammate of 7 Evan. But he also wasn't an opera on that team in advance. So watching him step into this roster here and pick up the sticks is a bit interesting here, and I think they might be missing some of that op element here as he tries to, get back into that on this roster in particular here. But he seems pretty dedicated. This is now a lot of CT rounds he's been wielding, and now on this T side he's been doing it quite a bit, and he does it again.
Oh my goodness! He almost quickscopes the next two. Mello finally trying to step up a bit. Instead, he'll take the opportunity to jump across. Ajax lobs a nade, but not on the mark. Still an opening pick for Rocket, and it was almost two, but it goes right back because, of course, News is still in the server.
I mean, what an incredible element to have on your mid-side defense right there, man. This guy is so willing to take these duels. Doesn't matter if he's okay. It doesn't matter if he's flashed or smoked off. He's always going to be fighting, maybe to his own detriment, though, as he sticks around a little too long.
Oh, and Grape, though, he's been trying to one-up this performance. Headshot percentage high. He hits another. Droy falls. And Aleph is going to try and shift over to cover middle. Question is, will Grave even give him the fight? Look at this. Aleph is going to take some steps forward, and he might just walk right into Grave. He absolutely will. None the wiser. Patience pays here for a reason. They're looking to pick up their map pick. Just Nero surviving. And, well, he has to survive.
And if you're on the side of Reason, you can actually afford a bit of a hunt here. Don't want to send in your whole arsenal, but maybe send a couple guns on in. You got some cash in reserve, and you know he has an op, so man, would you ever love to take that out of his hands here, ensure that he doesn't bring that in to rounds in the future, especially with that last round not being as clean as you'd like here. There could be some opportunities, and you'll start to see a slow crawl here coming through from some of these players.
Oh, Grape, though, is about to spot him out. Is the timing going to favor Nero or not? The barrel? Not there. Nero also misses. It doesn't help out the effort here from Rocket as they lose everything.
Grape just going to cap things off right there. Excellent job finishing there for Reason on 11. And they've got themselves a golden opportunity. We're actually going to see that op back out into the server here once again. Droid was able to toss that over to him, but this feels like an all-in attempt here for Rocket, making sure that Reason don't get themselves comfortably under 12. I mean, this is all in here for this team right now, looking to save themselves some of that worry.
Okay, Marcus, though, taking some risks down here. This is it here for side of Rocket. Lose this, and you're toast. You're cooked.
The amount of resources that they put early towards A here does bait out a peek towards B. I mean, that's a mission accomplished right there. You get these aggressive maneuvers here, Nero. No way you would want to fill that feed, but maybe he wants to equalize. And it is Mello that eventually falls off the mark. If he had just held for another 5 or so seconds, man, would he have had another freebie? But instead, Nero takes responsibility here and starts to try and level the playing field.
The problem here is, despite the 4-on-4, despite the frag back from Nero, no utility remaining here for Rocket. Every angle is open. It is all duels. While Reason hold the keys to win this round. We're going to see a smoke establish itself for the cross. News needs to deliver on this first fight no matter what. And he can't. He'll get one and fall while giving up his teammate in Nero. Plant here for Reason. Save for Rocket.
Where is it here? They do have a fast flank formulating here. Got to keep an eye on that op presence rolling on out, but he must have spotted something. Yeah, picks up an AK. Still loses a duel here. Mello. Aleph is just giving them a chance.
Wait a minute. And Droid has Dangerous just around this smoke. As it fades, if he wins this duel, they're in it. This is just simply unwinnable, though, and Droid will just walk through it. I mean, the time has to beckon him forward. Aleph, I mean, he shouldn't even be in the universe of this site right now. No time, simply said. And Ajax will put him out of his misery. 12-10 now for Reason. They're looking to scoop up their map pick.
Yeah, I mean, George just has to take some of those risks right there to walk through that smoke. It might look a little bit silly, but really there isn't a lot of options there. Saving would have been the worst idea, but man, you're still going up against Map Point, and you can still bring in some tools here. They're not completely empty-handed. Fortunately for them, they have max loss bonus, so they'll at least be able to bring those A1Ss back out again, but Reason looking to close out on their own map pick and try to do so confidently. This looks like an off-spawn A call here rolling on out here for Reason.
Yeah, we're gonna extinguish. We're just going. And Rocket are out of position. There's only a single MP9 holding at long range. Danjor is starting to close the gap, though. Turns his back towards the rotate, but 2 frags go back in. Trades has a double kill from News, as per usual. This entire map.
Oh, boy.
There needs to be more here. I always wondered, if your barrel gets spotted here, it's over.
Might have been spotted on the jump.
That's possible, but it doesn't seem like Marcus is ready for it at all. Easy kill. And Droid also just sitting on 18 HP, drops into the site to his doom. And the Reason Prayer Circle pays